Do you really need a steel frame gun? That was the question I was pondering when I headed off to the range with the Canik SFX Rival and the Rival S handguns. Making a steel frame version of popular pistols is very fashionable these days, and it seems to be popular among competition shooters. The idea is that more weight in the hand means less influence by the reciprocating slide, in other words, less muzzle flip. So I thought I'd compare the Rival polymer frame to the Rival S steel frame and try to see if I just shoot one better than the other overall. Okay, but first just a pause here to talk about LOK grips. So I've been buying them and using them for years, but in the past couple of years, I've developed an affiliate relationship with LOK. And what that means is you buy anything from LOK, use my affiliate code, Justin10, and get 10% off your order. It's really a win-win-win. LOK gets your business, you get the best grips made, and the Justin Opinion channel gets a little bit of love too. So I wouldn't talk about them if I didn't love them and use them. Definitely check them out. So this video is part comparison of the two Rival models and part feature of the LOK grips. I've shown you the brass components of the Rival polymer frame before, so I wanted to focus on the Rival-S, which are just now available. The stock polymer grip is a one-piece grip, and it's decent, but the LOK G10 feels so much better. It's a two-piece construction because G10 doesn't flex like polymer. The fit is precise, and the alignment pins not only ensure that it's aligned, but they also prevent movement. They're made to exactly fit into the cage-like structure of the Rival S grip. And if you look close at the inside of the grip panels, the parts that don't show, you see the attention to detail there, and you begin to understand the quality of the product. I've been to the factory in Michigan. I've watched these great people and their amazing CNC machines in action. I really can't help but think that I shoot a gun a little better when it has LOK grips on it. Today's question is, everything else being equal, is a steel frame gun better than a polymer frame gun? I know better is a pretty broad word, which means a whole lot of different things to a whole lot of people. So I'll try to drill down into the definition of that as I go, but really what I mean is it a better shooter? Can I shoot it better? Could you potentially better shoot it? Better shoot it? Could you potentially shoot it better? Competitors lately have been flocking to the steel-framed handguns on the same platform where previously the polymer frame prevailed, such as the Walther steel frame and now the Canik. So I have the Canik's SFX Rival and the Canik SFX Rival-S. The -S means it's a steel frame, and this one is not. Now, neither of these guns, as you see them right now, are bone stock. In fact, the Rival has quite a few treatments on it. It has, first of all, the quite obvious and gorgeous, in my opinion, brass LOK backstrap and magwell. It also has the rubberized Talon grip that I really love, and it has the Talon grip on the slide, as you can see. So those are changes that I had already made to the Rival that I really like. The Rival Dash S, I have modified so far only the grip. And because this is a steel frame, it comes with removable grip panels. Now from the factory it comes with a polymer, injection molded grip, which is nice. It has good texture, but you can always step up a little bit. And I stepped up a long ways when I put these LOK grips on here. So I'm going to just shoot the two guns back to back and, I don't know, try and just decide whether I think one is a little tiny bit more shootable to me. Magazines are compatible between the two, so they take the same magazine. So I'm using the smaller small low-profile base plates that came with the Rival, and they will work in both guns. With the larger mag wells, you just have to make double sure that it's seated all the way. This mag well that you see here from LOK Grips is a pretty deep mag well. It's pretty big. So obviously there's a weight difference between these two guns, but with all this brass from LOK, it's probably not as much as it would be otherwise. So I'll throw them both on a scale and get a realistic weight. I'm not going to just use factory numbers because I've changed them. All right, so starting out with the polymer. Okay, we like a center hold. I'm just reminding myself here. Okay, that's the polymer gun. Shoots really nice. I love pretty much everything about it, as I've said. Going now to the steel frame gun. I do like the Talon granulate slide grip that I have on the regular, and I think I might have to add that pretty quick here on the steel frame because I can definitely feel the difference, and it's more gooder with it than without it. The sights are virtually identical. I think the red filament in the front might be a tiny bit smaller on the steel frame, but that is probably not the actual filament. It's probably just the way it's melted. Ended on a miss. I can feel the extra weight in the steel frame, but it's not significant at this point because of the brass. So this is a bit of a comparison as modified, not stock, but the feel is really very, very, very similar. But the steel frame is still heavier for sure, and that extra weight, I don't know, it does seem to make me shoot a little bit flatter. All right, go back to the polymer for a few. The only thing that's really noticeable is, again, that little bit of weight in the steel frame, obviously, a little bit heavier even with the brass added to the polymer frame gun. The fact that I definitely need to get that Talon slide grip on the steel frame as well, because I can really feel the difference, and that makes a big difference. The other thing is right here on my index finger is this index point for this finger, which is on both sides, so it's also good for a thumb rest when you have a thumbs forward grip, is a textured area on the frame, on the polymer frame, right? So that's molded in. They can't mold that into the steel. They'd have to, either checker it afterwards which might mean they would have to leave a relief of more material to checker into, right? But what they did was, and I'll show you close-up photos of this, but what they did was they basically just put an add-on piece with checkering on it onto the steel frame. So the steel frame doesn't have the checkering molded into it or cut directly into it, but they put a piece on there in the same exact spot. So I'm going to try to pay attention to whether I prefer one versus the other on the feel that way. Okay, I was good to end on a hit. Steel frame. I really like the feel of this G10 grip. A lot. All right. Yeah, there's really nice checkering on the front strap of this steel, and combined with the G10 of this lock grip, I like that. I think that feels a little nicer to me because I have it all here. Just that great traction that G10 gives you, in addition to the back strap, because the back strap on this gun being brass with this incredible texture cut into it is fantastic. Even with the rubberized Talon grip, today's a hot day. It's like summertime, 90 degrees, humid. With the perspiration you get on your hands, I still feel a little bit more slippage here, just right in the front strap under my fingers, than I do with this one. So yeah, there's something to be said for actual checkering in steel.
And I don't want to leave out the polymer frame guns like the rival non-steel. For those, I go with a Talon grip to add more friction and better feel. And I like the rubberized ones the best. But they have the classic granulate too. And I have a discount code for those too that'll save you 10% off of your order. That's not an affiliate code, that's just a straight up discount for you. I've been swearing by Talon grips for at least a decade now.
Okay, watching me shoot at steel targets and sometimes hitting and sometimes missing is probably not doing you any good. I mean, I can feel maybe why I missed or, you know, whatever, but you can't. So I'm going to put some on paper for you just for the hell of it, to see if I shoot one of these guns better when I'm taking my time and trying to put them at a bullseye down range. So 15 yards down range, I have 2 orange dots, one for each gun. I'm going to put 10 rounds of each on there. I'm shooting Federal ammo, Federal 115 grain full metal jacket. And I'm starting out with the polymer framed rival, but again, modified with brass lock grip components and Talon grip components. All right, there's those 10 from the polymer gun. Now the steel frame gun, 10, same ammo. Okay, there's those 10. And I tried to hold in the exact same point, using a center hold with both guns. And I can tell already, can't see the super detail, but I can tell that I did better with the steel. So I'll analyze, think about that a little bit.
Okay, so based on my range day with these two guns, I have to say that I believe I shoot the steel frame version better. That's not just based on the paper target results, but I think I connected with the steel more consistently with it also. I could speculate as to why that might be. Maybe it's the added weight, maybe it's the G10 lock grip, or it could have just gone that way on that particular day. The only thing I do know for sure is that it was a perfect opportunity to play the song of my people. This is just an opinion. Thanks for watching. I'll see you again soon.